Alright, it's me, Caleb, and I'm back with another Gemini 200 model review. Today I will be doing a model review and unboxing on one of my most recent models that I've received, my Gemini 200 British Airways Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner. Now, this, along with my other JetBlue A320 that I did a review on not too long ago, both of these models I got on my most recent trip to Las Vegas, which, if you haven't checked out some of my trip reports and flight footage from those trips, be sure to do that as well. But I got two models on that trip, and this was the second one out of those two, and it's my first Dreamliner model that I've also gotten as well. So I was really happy to add this to my growing collection of Gemini models. Now, I should say that this is obviously, because it's a Boeing 787 Dreamliner, it's to scale quite a bit larger model than, say, my JetBlue A320 that I just mentioned. But from a viewing standpoint, the actual box and packaging is kind of similar, but there is a little bit of difference, and I'll go ahead and get into that in just a moment. But from the actual front of the box, as you can see, it looks pretty similar to what you're used to in Gemini 200 models. The primarily black box design with the Gemini 200 in gold or beige at the top left corner, and the model number with the picture of the model on the box on the front with the gold or beige lettering. However, as you're about to see, once I start opening this model up, it is a little bit different. This one's a little bit different cardboard material than some of the other ones, and it also doesn't have the snap open flap on the front. This one actually has this tab that you actually have to open and then lift this portion up, and then the model and everything is inside of there in the packaging. So I'll go ahead and take that out and get into it. I'm trying to be careful in the process. But there is the model. So yeah, definitely a little bit different than what you're used to. But this is not the first model that I've gotten that has come like this. I think this is how most of the larger models come. So go ahead and take this off. And of course, your protective plastic wrap and some more, but I'll go ahead and get that out as soon as I take the model out of the foam. Trying to do it carefully not to break anything off. Also, the stand on this model is a little bit different, and I'll get to that also in just a moment. Put that over there. And then also, in there, as you can see, you have the landing gear in the up and down configuration. Here is the up configuration pieces. I'll go ahead and put those to the side. As you, if you watch my videos a lot, then you know that I actually don't put my models on the actual stand. I actually put them on shelves that I have in my room. So normally I put them in the gear down configuration. But on this model, actually kind of neat. I don't know if this is kind of common with other Gemini models. I think it is, because I have some other models that I think have the same feature. But it's basically just a magnet on both sides, and the gear just fit right into place very easily. Kind of just snap right in there. And then also a little magnet there, as you can see. And very easy, very smooth. It just snaps right into place. And there is the model. Like I said, beautiful model. definitely a little bit heavier with it being larger. As long as you're careful, then you should have no problems. Go ahead and start from the front and work our way to the back with the landing gear in the front, the cockpit details, the One World logo, also by the front entrance door. Along with all the windows and the British Airways logo across the front of the fuselage. Way to the wing. Another neat little detail on the wing tip. You can see where it says no step, the no step warning on the leading and trailing edges. The engine with the famous Dreamliner, also on the Maxes, but the raked kind of shark fin or shark teeth, as some call it, portion on the back of the cowling. Also the Rolls-Royce logo, just all the details on this on these models. And also on this model, the fan blades in the inside of the engine actually do spin, I'm pretty sure. If you like stick something in there or kind of blow on it, or like with compressed air or something, you can kind of get them to spin a little bit. Just another nice little detail and touch on these models. Of course, the wingtip. Dreamliner has a pretty unique and sleek wing design. The back portion of the fuselage with the registration or tail number on this model is Golf-Zulu Bravo Juliet Charlie, which you also could see on the front of the cockpit windows, or above the cockpit windows, and also on the top of the tail with the British Airways flag design as well. Just a ton of detail and really great model. I'll go ahead and pick it up, show you the behind view. Now, like I was saying earlier, the gear up configuration, these pieces would simply kind of just like the wheels and landing gear down configuration, just snap into place. But like I said, I'll leave those off just for my sake, my taste. But I will go ahead and show you the stand on this model, which is a little different, but it is a nicer, more heavy-duty stand with a wooden base. The Gemini Jets logo on the bottom with a nice stainless finish, reflective metal finish. And no assembly is required with the stand. It comes just like that. And of course there's a small hole on the bottom. And there it is on the stand. So like I said, this is a great model, one of my favorites, definitely in my growing collection. It's definitely up there. Now, this model, if you're wondering price-wise, runs from anywhere from about $100 to $120, $130, somewhere in that ballpark. Definitely at least $100, depending on where you get it from. Some websites and stores may have a little bit different. Like I said, I got this one along with my JetBlue model from the actual airplane shop or Gemini Jet store in Las Vegas. But again, depending on what website, which there's many websites that you can get these models from. Actual Gemini 200 models as well, or the Gemini Jet store website. But depending on where you get them from, they can vary in price. Also, again, depending on the size as well. Most of your average size models, like the JetBlue A320 or like 737 size models, are anywhere from about $70 to $80-ish, somewhere in that ballpark, and maybe rarely up to 90. But again, with all the detail and the die cast of these models, they are very high quality and very detailed, and I love these models. I loved them for years, and they haven't disappointed me yet. So, still a proud customer. But anyways, the Dreamliner, I definitely wanted this model because the British Airways does fly their 787-8 and sometimes their -9 Dreamliners into New Orleans 5 days a week, year-round from London Heathrow. They've been doing that for a couple years now, so it's definitely one of the new and growing international routes that we do have here at MSY, along with Condor seasonal service in the summer to Germany, Frankfurt, Cope Airlines to Panama City, Panama, and Air Canada to Toronto. So yeah, international service at New Orleans or MSY is definitely growing. Now I will say before I end this video, on a little side note, if you've been keeping up with my videos lately, especially my Las Vegas trip, as well as just updates on my channel, in my descriptions, you may have seen the new airport or the new terminal for MSY opening. I do plan on eventually doing an upload, doing a video tour of the new terminal. Unfortunately, I do have actually a trip to Seattle, another trip to Seattle planned in May, towards the end of May. I will be going to Seattle again. We'll be flying Delta there and United Airlines back, so two new airlines that I've never done a video, or I should say trip report on yet for YouTube. Have flown those two airlines before, but never done a trip report. I did plan on hopefully the new terminal was supposed to open May 15th of this year, 2019, and unfortunately, in the last couple weeks, they did decide to push the opening date back a little ways now into the fall of this year, 2019. So a little disappointing that they did move the date back. They are just working on some finishing touches with concessions, build-outs, and things like that from the inside. But for the most part, the terminal is over 95% complete. A lot of it's just interior work now, but it's coming along. It looks great from the many pictures that I've seen of it and from seeing it in person. But unfortunately, I will not be doing that video tour quite yet for my trip to Seattle like I had planned. But hopefully, I will try to plan another trip closer to the fall, hopefully when the new terminal will open, and hopefully it will open this time. But again, that is kind of disappointing, but do plan on a video tour of that at some point later this year, hopefully. On that note, like I said, I love this model. It's a great model. Hope you enjoyed it. I definitely would recommend getting this model if you don't have it already. But anyways, aside from my upcoming Seattle trip in the month of May, also be sure to check out that video or those videos coming up, that series, along with my Las Vegas trip from a couple months ago, and my other model unboxing and review videos as well on my channel if you haven't already. Other than that, thanks for watching.